Greetings, everyone. Welcome to my channel, Inside Accountancy by Shakun, Accounting Made Easy. Thank you to all my lovely subscribers for showing their love and support and for leaving in such beautiful comments. Thank you. And for those who have come first time to my channel, I welcome you all and please like, share, and subscribe so that it reaches many. In this video, we'll be talking about chapter 16, that is Bills of Exchange. We'll be talking about the meaning, the treatment in case of dishonor of the bill. I have already talked about the meaning of bills of exchange in my previous video. For more details, you can click on the I button. I have also talked about the various uses and the treatment and the accounting treatment specifically of bills of exchange in case of retention, discounting it with the bank, endorsement, and sending the bill to the bank for collection. In this video, we'll be talking about the dishonor of the bill. So what is dishonor? Dishonor basically it is a situation when the acceptor of the bill, who is the acceptor? The drawee. Okay, so the acceptor of the bill or the drawee, he does not make the payment of the amount that he was required to do, say because he was insolvent. So dishonor means when the bill is not honored, when the bill is not met on the date of maturity, that is referred to as dishonor. Now, we will talk about the accounting treatment in case of dishonor, but before that, I would like to explain this concept a little in detail. So I have many time explained this story to you where for understanding the accounting treatment where A is the drawer of the bill, B is the drawee, A had made sales, B was the purchaser, B had accepted the bill of exchange and it was bills receivable for A and bills payable for B. So this situation we have discussed many times. Now what happens is suppose if B refuses to make the payment, if B because of some reasons is not able to make the payment, A will have an option of taking the bill to the notary public. Okay. Now, who is the notary public? Notary public is the officer who is appointed by the central or the state government to exercise the powers and functions relating to noting and protesting of negotiable instruments for dishonor. So, bill of exchange is a negotiable instrument which can be passed on to others, like the drawer has the option of endorsing it or discounting it. So, it is a negotiable instrument. So, the negotiable instrument when gets dishonored, then the notary public has the power. He has the power and the functions which are given by the central or state government to protest that document in front of the person who has given the acceptance. Okay, so A can give the bill of exchange to the notary public. Now it's not only A, it can be the holder of the bill. The holder of the bill may present the bill through a notary public. Now who may be the holder? The holder of the bill may be either the drawer in case he retains the bill with him. If he discounts, then the holder of the bill is the bank, and if he endorses it, then the holder of the bill is the endorsee. So holder of the bill, the holder may be the drawer or the bank or the endorsee. The holder may present the bill through the notary public to B. So the bill will be presented to B through notary public, and the notary public will note the same on the bill. So that is known as noting. So what do you mean by noting? Noting of a bill means when a bill is sent through the notary public, when a bill is sent by the holder through the notary public, the bill which is dishonored, then he makes noting about the dishonor in terms of the date of the dishonor, the reason for the dishonor, let's say the drawee became insolvent, and any kind of fee that may be charged by the notary public is also noted on the bill of exchange. So notary public will present or protest the bill in front of the drawee who had given the acceptance, and he will note all these details in the bill of exchange. In the bill of exchange, noting charges will also be mentioned. Now, what are noting charges? Noting charges is the fee which is paid to the notary public for noting and protesting the bill of exchange at the time of its dishonor. So, noting charges means the fee which is taken by the notary public to note the same in the bill of exchange. Now what you understand what noting charges are, but these noting charges, it's a very important term because you need to understand that these noting charges are paid by the holder. Noting charges are paid by the holder of the bill. So whoever holds the bill pays the noting charges. But of course, the holder will pay, but the holder will recover the amount from the drawer or any of the previous endorsers. So whoever is the holder will recover the amount from the previous endorsers. For example, if A retains the bill, that means he is the holder, he is the drawer. So he pays the noting charges, but A is going to recover it from B. Okay, because ultimately all this dishonor happened because of B, because of his inability to make the payment. So if the holder is the drawer, then he will recover it from B. If the holder is the bank, then the bank will recover from A and A will recover from B. If the holder is the endorsee, then endorsee will recover from the drawer, that is A, and A will recover from B. So ultimately the noting charges, these noting charges, they are paid by the holder, and the holder may be the drawer, the holder may be the bank, and the holder may be the endorsee, but ultimately they are recovered by their previous endorsers or the drawee, and ultimately these noting charges are borne by the drawee, the person who has given the acceptance. That person has to bear these noting charges. So these noting charges are borne by the drawee. It means that for B, these noting charges are an expense or a loss, and therefore these noting charges should be debited in the books of B. Although in the books of A, in the books of the bank or endorsee, these noting charges account will not appear. Although they are paying, but they will be paying in the form of cash. A noting charges account will not be shown. Why? Because for A or the endorsee or the bank, these noting charges are not an expense or a loss. They are an expense and or a loss for only B, because of whom the problem was created, who refused to make the payment. So this is all about dishonor, noting of the bill, noting charges. Now let's understand the accounting treatment. So in case of retention of the bill, like I have already discussed in my previous videos, that we need to prepare journal entries in the books of the drawer as well as the drawee, right? Now we have already discussed these journal entries in my previous videos. I will not be repeating that, where sales entry is made, then drawing no entry, acceptance entry where bills receivable in case of A and bills payable in case of B, treatment of the bill, again no entry because we are retaining the bill, and finally met on maturity. These were the entries which I had already discussed. If at all you are watching this video like before watching the earlier videos, I would suggest that you go back and watch those videos and then come to the dishonor video. It will be more clear to you. Okay, so these were the entries which I had explained, and I had talked about the bill met on maturity. Now in case of dishonor, now we are talking about the dishonor, right? So in case of dishonor, it means that the bill was not honored, the bill was not met on maturity. That means this entry will not be there, right? So we will not pass the entry for honor, we will pass the entry for dishonor. Now what will be the entry for dishonor? In case of dishonor, see, always in the books of drawer, always the drawee account is debited. Okay, so B's account is debited or the drawee's account is debited to bills receivable. This will be the entry for dishonor in the books of drawer. Also, if you look at the previous transactions, see, first B was debited, then B was credited. So B's account is not existing in our books, right? Then we had created a new account, bills receivable, which had a debit balance. Now because the bill is dishonored, now B, who was your debtor originally, again becomes your debtor. B again becomes your debtor, and bills receivable account which was created is now cancelled. By crediting it, you are cancelling that account. Okay, so in the books of drawer, always the drawee is debited because the drawee again becomes the debtor. In the books of the drawee, what will be the entry for dishonor? Our entry will be bills payable account dr to the drawer or A, because A again becomes the creditor. See, A was our creditor, then we debited it, so A's account was not existing in the books. Now again A has been credited because he has become your creditor again, and the bills payable, the liability which was created since the bill is dishonored, so therefore we have debited it and we have cancelled this account as well. Now in case there is dishonor of the bill, but along with the noting charges. Noting charges are also there. Then how will this entry be shown? In the same entry, that is drawee account dr2 bills receivable, you will also write to cash. Why? Because in case of retention, who is the holder? In case of retention, the drawer is the holder. So the drawer is going to pay in cash what? The noting charges. So noting charges are paid in cash by the drawer. Therefore, to cash I have written noting charges in the same entry. So it will I have written or here. So either the noting charges will be there or will not be there. In case the noting charges are not there, then you will pass this entry. If the noting charges are there, then you will also incorporate noting charges. In the books of drawee, again, in the same entry, we are going to incorporate noting charges, where noting charges, as you can see, is debited. As I told you that the noting charges for the drawee, these are a loss or an expense. So therefore they are debited in the books of drawee. As you can see, noting charges has not been debited or credited in the books of drawer, because ultimately they are recovered from the drawee. Therefore the noting charges are debited here. I hope this is clear to you. So always in the books of drawer, the drawee is debited. Since the bill was retained, we have credited bills receivable account. Okay, this you must remember. In the books of drawee, the entry will always remain the same. Okay, whether we retain, whether we endorse, whether we discount, these entries, set of entries, will always remain the same. Bills payable to the drawer, and if there are noting charges, they will be debited. Moving on, let's talk about the discounting of the bill. Again, I have already discussed the basic entries in case of discounting of the bill. These entries were already discussed with you. The same entries, the only difference was in case of treatment of the bill. When you discount it, cash account is debited, discount is debited, and two bills receivable. Again, if you haven't watched that video, please watch it and then come back again. Now we are talking about what? We are talking about, again, we are talking about dishonor in case of discounting of the bill. So obviously the bill will not be met on maturity. So what will be the entry of dishonor? As I told you, in the books of drawer, always the drawee account is debited. So drawee or B's account will be debited, and to bank. In the previous case, in the case of retention, I had written here two bills receivable. Why? Because the bill was retained. Now the bill is discounted with the bank, so therefore I have written to bank here. And whatever will be the noting charges, those noting charges will be added here. So the amount, when you write the amount here, the amount of bill and noting charges will be added and will be shown here. Okay, and in case of dishonor of the bill, in case of drawee, the entry remains the same, bills payable to drawer. If there are noting charges, then I'm sorry, I showed the noting charges here only, in this entry only, because the entry remains the same. In case of noting charges, only it is added to the amount. And as you can see, in case of drawee, bills payable to drawer, bills payable, noting charges to drawer. So these entries will be same, as I said, in case of all situations, in case of all cases. Okay. So in case of retention, we had written drawee to bills receivable. In case of discounting, drawee to bank. As I told you, drawee is always debited in the books of drawer at the time of dishonor. Now let's talk about endorsing of the bill. So at the time of endorsement, again we need to find out the journal entries. The journal entries, these ones I have already talked about in the previous video, but we will not be having the honor entry because the bill is dishonored. So we need to know what will be the entry for dishonor of the bill. Now again, as I told you, in case of dishonor of the bill, always the drawee account is debited. So again, the drawee account will be debited, and to the endorsee, again there is a change. As you can see, endorsee's account is credited here. Drawee is always debited. If it is case of retention, so two bills receivable. If it is the case of discounting, to bank. And if it is the case of endorsement, then the to endorsee. Why are we writing endorsee here? Because endorsee, that is C, will again become your creditor. This entry, as you can see, is same. Then if there are noting charges, then as you did in case of discounting of the bill, the noting charges will be added in the amount. So amount of bill plus noting charges, entry remains the same. In case of drawee also, again the same entry, bills payable account DR, noting charges account DR to the drawer. Okay. So again, I'll like to reiterate here that in case of the drawer, in the books of drawer, the entry changes. Always the drawee account is debited. In case of retention, to bills receivable. In case of discounting with the bank, to bank. In case of endorsing, then we'll write the name of endorsee. Okay. Now we come to the last case, that is sending the bill to the bank for collection. Again, in this case also, I have already discussed these entries with you where the bill was met on maturity. You are just sending the bill to the bank. So a new account was created, bill sent for collection account DR to bills receivable. Okay. Now the bill is not being honored. The bill is being dishonored. So at the time of dishonor of the bill, our entry would be, again, the drawee account will be debited to, I'm sorry, I've written endorsee here, to bill sent for collection. So the account which we had created previously, the same account will be credited here. Okay. In case of drawee, the entries will remain the same, bills payable to drawer. And if there are noting charges, then in the entry we will add the noting charges. Again, I will write here bill sent for collection. Okay. So at the time of dishonor, drawee account will be debited, and the new account that we had created, now we are going to cancel that account and this account will be credited. In the books of the drawee, as you can see, the same entries are being passed. Now let us take an example. No, before we take an example, let us look at it at a glance. So as you can see, these were the entries which I just discussed with you. And as you can see, in the first one, the entry was drawee to bills receivable in case of retention. In case of discounting, it is drawee to bank. As you can see here, I'm talking about these entries. Okay. In case of endorsement of the bill, again, drawee to endorsee. And in case of sending the bill to the bank, we have drawee to bill sent for collection. Okay. So if you can see what we like get from all these things, that every time the drawee account will be debited, and the depending upon the case, we will credit the account. If it is retention, bills receivable. If it is discounting, bank. If it is endorsing, then endorser's name. And if it is bill sent for collection, then that particular account is credited. Now let's understand this with the help of an example. On 15th June 2019, X sold goods of the value of 15,000 to Y, drawing upon the latter two bills, one for 10,000 payable 2 months after date and the other for 5,000 payable 3 months after date. So the first bill was for 10,000, the second one was for 5,000. The first bill for 2 months, the second bill for 3 months, and the total sale value is 15,000. Now X discounted the first bill, that is the 10,001 bill, with his bank at 6% per annum and endorsed the second bill in favor of his creditor Z. So the first bill was discounted and the second bill was endorsed. So we have both the concepts here. Now the first bill was met on maturity. So the discounted one was met on maturity, but the second bill was dishonored. The first one was honored, the second was dishonored. Z paid, because who is the holder in case of endorsement? Holder is Z. So he paid 50 as noting charges. On 1st October, Y cleared his account to X by paying 5,100 total, which included 50 as interest. So out of 5,100, 50 is interest. So what is the remaining 50? That is the noting charges. Now let us see how entries are to be passed in the books of X and in the books of Y. So in the books of drawer and drawee, first of all, on the date of sale, we need to pass the entry for sale. In the books of X, we have to pass the entry. So our entry will be Y to sales. And in the books of Y, our entry will be purchases to X, because X had sold goods to Y. So sales account is credited in the books of X, and Y being the debtor is debited. But in the books of the drawee, that is Y, purchase goods are coming in, goods that's debited, and X is the creditor. So X is credited. Then the next entry is for the bill which is created. So since two bills were created, so I have denoted them by 1 and 2. So I have written bills receivable 1 and bills receivable 2, account DR to Y. Similarly, in the books of drawee also, X to bills payable 1 to bills payable 2. Okay, so two bills are created. Then what happened? X the first X, since X was the drawer, so he could use the bill. So the first bill was discounted and the second was endorsed. So in the books of drawer, we have to pass the entry for discounting the bill with the bank. That is cash debit, discount debit to bills receivable 1. So the first bill was discounted. Simultaneously, there will be no entry in the books of Y, because Y or the drawee is not concerned that how the drawer is treating the bill. So whether he is endorsing or retaining or discounting, the drawee is not concerned. On the same date, the second bill has been endorsed to the endorsee whose name was Z. So Z being the receiver, Z is debited to which bill is going to him? The second bill. So two bills receivable too. Again, there will be no entry in the books of drawee. Okay, now we come to the date of maturity. Now the first bill was, both the bills were created on June 15, sorry. The first bill was for 2 months and the second bill was for 3 months. Okay, so after June, we calculate 2 months, June to July, July to August. So 15th of August plus 3 days of grace, that is 18th of August will be our date of maturity. So on 18th of August, we need to pass the entry for honor. Now, since the bill was already discounted with the bank, so drawer or X will not receive the money. So no entry in case of drawer, but the drawee has to make the payment. So bills payable 1 account ER2 cash or bank. He has made the payment against the bills payable 1. Okay, so now the entry for dishonor. Now the second bill, if we talk about the second bill, our second bill had was made for 3 months. Okay, from June we add 3 months, so we get September 18th by adding 3 days of grace also. So on September 18th, we need to pass the entry for dishonor. As I already told you that in the books of drawer, drawee's account is always debited. So Y's account is debited, and since we had endorsed the bill to Z, so therefore Z's account is credited. Now the amount of the noting charges have been added. As you can see, 5,000 was the amount of bill plus 50. So the noting charges have been added to in this transaction. Okay, so Y, that is the drawee debit to endorsee. In the books of the drawee, bills payable, the liability, that account is cancelled here. So bills payable account will be debited. Bills payable 2 is dishonored, so bills payable 2 will be debited with 5,000. Noting charges, as I told you, noting charges are an expense or they are a loss for the drawee, therefore hence they are debited, and total amount due to X now is 5050. Now in the last transaction, it was written that Y cleared his account by paying 5100 along with 50 for interest. So I'm going to pass this entry somewhere here. So he has cleared his account, therefore cash account will be debited, right? Then we will credit Y's account because Y is making the payment, he's the giver. Earlier we had debited Y's account because he was our debtor. Now we'll credit him. Now we had credited him, debited him with 5050. इसीलिए credit maybe we are writing 5050, but he is making a payment of 5100 to you. So 50 rupees is for the interest, which is an income for you. So 50. This will be the last entry. Cash account will be debited with the total amount that you are receiving, 5100, to Y with the amount with which you had debited him earlier, that is 5050, and the extra 50 rupees is for interest, which is an income for the drawer, hence it is credited. In the books of Y, our entry would be he is making a payment to whom? To X. So the creditor X is now debited with the same amount, 5050. Okay, he is paying interest to him, so interest account is debited with rupees 50, and total cash that he is paying is 5100. So the cash is credited with 5100. So this will be the last entry in the books of X and Y. So we are done with this question. In this video, we have talked about the meaning, the uses of bills of exchange, accounting treatment of bills of exchange in case of dishonor, along with an example. I hope the concepts are clear to you. If you have any questions, you can email me on my email ID or you can leave a comment in the comment section below. I'll be more than happy to revert to your doubts if any. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. It would really mean a lot to me. Hit the bell button. You'll be notified for all the new videos that I keep posting. So this is Inside Accountancy by Shakun signing off. Thank you.